Hello blobs, welcome to another Minecraft video. Today's video is gonna be a bit different since we have a few new things going on. For example, we have a new platform where we store mods and resource packs. Speaking of resource packs, we have a few new ones. Actually, all new ones for me, but we got the eyes, amazing animation eyes that I've seen people use before. It's amazing, they're so cute. I love it, 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 I love it. But oh, what's this? A gift box? Gino left me a gift box because they did stuff while they were not recording and while I was not on the server. Let's go! We have a newcomer to this video concept thing. Hi. This video will be fully voice acted, sadly. We were not in voice chat while we were recording this whole episode, so bear with me. In this video we're gonna go over what Origins mod is and both of our origins, because why not? Why not? It's very interesting. And also we're gonna go mining and some other stuff, so stick around till the end. There's some silly stuff going on at the end. So now that we've got the intro out of the way, let's talk about what the Origins mod is. Origins mod is a Minecraft mod that gives you an origin at the beginning of the game that you can choose freely, and that origin lets you have specific special abilities which sometimes help you out and sometimes makes your gameplay harder for certain parts of the game. There are only 9 different origin mods in the original Origins mod, but since we have this mod called Origins Plus Plus, we have a lot more origins, and I mean a lot. And both mine and Kino's are part of Origins Plus Plus. And the sad thing about Origins is the fact that we have to play a older version of Minecraft for it to work. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but it's fine. It's still fun. It's very fun. Oh, looks like we found something while mining. So Kino's origins is a moth, and the description for moth says, "The light calls you." And for your special abilities as being a moth, you have big eyes that let you adapt to see within dark spaces, also known as the night vision that Kino talked about in the first episode. Then we have something that Kino also mentioned before, which is the fact that they don't take fall damage or kinetic energy damage when they're flying with an elytra. They also have the power to just full-on launch themselves off the ground and just start flying around like a little moth, because they're a little moth. And as seen in episode 1, and I believe also 2, I think, in episode 1 you hear Kino say that they have speed around torches. That's because different light sources give Kino different buffs. They have different buffs with different light sources, which is very, very cool. Now, a few quote-unquote bad things about being a moth is the fact that their body is very, very flammable. They take double the damage from fire sources. So if they're on fire, they're taking a lot of damage. I have no idea how that little thing is alive anymore. I think it just likes fire. And this is also something that you've seen Kino complain about, is the fact that they have, because of their big eyes, they are too overwhelmed in the sunlight. So when it's day, they are overwhelmed and weakened because they don't like the sun that much. And if you have not seen that Kino is only 1 block tall, they are short. They are small. Just a small little moth. They're just a small little moth ready to fly at you with their sword. And I think the most unique part about being a moth, which is why I saved it for the last fact, is the fact that you spawn in with an elytra. That does not take the chestplate armor place. It's you just have an elytra and you can still wear a chestplate with it. And it's very OP. It's very OP. Oh, looks like we found something again. while I was going off on this little adventure, you know, I asked that we should maybe go to the village because my little dummy brain didn't put a waypoint when we were last there. But as I decided to go up my little staircase to go back up to the surface, I wanted to investigate on the many skelly noises that I kept hearing under my staircase. So I enjoyed this. After all that fiasco and getting jump scared by a zombie that spawned because I didn't have enough torches around, I got back up to the surface and regrouped with Kino to go to the village. Jump cut to the village. Now we're here. And as you can plainly see, Kino has been here, been busy doing village stuff. They've been training a lot. They've been leveling the villagers up and all the good stuff. They also got mending and other good books, which is very good and very useful. We'll be back here. We'll go back here in the future, definitely. Now that we're done with the village stuff for this episode, let's take a long moment to talk about my origin, the Blob. I gotta be honest, I have a few more stuff going on than the little muff. You are some kind of blob. You don't know anything about yourself, but you seem to know about the world around you already. So as you can plainly see, I have a pink bar. That pink bar is half of my health, which is why I only have 5 hearts and not the usual 10. And as you've seen, my skin is way pinker than it would be normally. I said that in the first episode, the exact same sentence. So that's something unique. Then we also have the fact that I am 2 blocks tall. I believe your normal Minecraft player would be 1.5 blocks tall. Kino is 1 block, and I am 2 blocks. There's a good old 1 meter height difference. Let's get back to the pink bar. It's the main part of me, that is the mechanics. I can heal my pink bar with Amethyst, but I also have a hotkey that lets me heal, but I gain temporary blindness and slowness. But that slowness becomes so slow to the point I literally cannot move at all. Which you have seen me use this before. It makes a barf noise. That's why it does that. I heal and barf. That's the thing. Then another thing you've seen me use in this episode actually, and another few other episodes, is the fact that I can shoot out a part of myself which uses 20% of my pink bar. It's the same stuff that the Ender Dragon shoots out, but it's pretty OP. Now speaking of damage that is dealt by me, I have a little stack that every 3 hits, if I do like 1 swipe, 2 swipe, the 3rd swipe will do more damage. And the stack will reset after you've done the critical hit, or if you haven't dealt damage to something in a short while. Then another thing that is more mechanical is the fact that if I press any of the movement keys, also known as WASD, I will dash to the direction of which button I move. I keep doing that accidentally. You've seen the little white bar. You've seen the little white cooldown bar come up. So yeah, that's the thing. Then another more mechanical part is the fact that I have a little 9-slot inventory in me that I keep with me even if I die in game. So if I die, I will keep the inventory that was in me, and I will just keep it. And you've seen me use this in episode 3. You've seen that if you paid close enough attention. And a bit of more of my stats, I am physically stronger if my health bar, also known as the pink bar, is more than half full. Paranoia. I get paranoid when I'm hit, so I get a short speed boost, which you've seen me use. Then we also have the puddle effect, which you can plainly see use right there in front of you, since I'm running in the rain. If I am in water, in rain, in a river, in the ocean, I am hungry and slow. I am not good in water. I'm weak and slow in water because my goop self just, it melts into the water. It's not a good mix. Speaking of water, the fact that I can just go into water, and yes, I might be weak, but I don't have lungs. I don't need to breathe. There's a lot more of these environment stuff. Just you wait. I am halfway done. We have an interesting with electricity, because the only thing that is electric in this world is lightning. I am immune to lightning. You can't strike me down. Now for the environmental things. These are some of the new things that you haven't seen yet, because we haven't been in any cold or hot biomes yet. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know much about biomes, but if I were to go into a cold biome, I would get frozen feet, because my goop self becomes more solid. So I gain speed when I'm in cold biomes. I'm telling you, if I'm running on ice, I'm going fast. Then we also have the fact that in hot biomes, my hands become soup, so I'm weaker. I'm just weaker in hot biomes. I'm not good. Paired with all of that is the fact that the Nether is a totally new place for me, which is why it gives me anxiety and stress. I'm a bit weaker in the Nether. I receive 175% more EXP from all sources. I level up way quicker. And if I right click while holding a book, I gain 20 experience points. I wish I could just consume books to know all the information. Like, oh, come on, who doesn't want that? Anyway, we're back to base. And with that, that recording session was over. And we were on to the next with a new mod. Well, a mod that I forgot to add, which gives me the ability to see light levels, which helps a lot while placing torches so that there's no zero spots, which means the hostile mobs could spawn in nighttime. At nighttime. Then Kina asked me if I want to join them digging a whole chunk and splitting whatever resources we get, and of course I was down for that. But before we did that, we checked up on Kino's cats and their cute little hut that was that in this recording is definitely not finished yet. It's a bit older, and we were off. Then Kino gave me a little explanation on how to see the chunk that we were digging out, the borders, and also gave me a tutorial on how to use Ultimine, which is the mod that we use to dig out a whole section that you can clearly see Kino use here. And I shortly found out since I figured out how to use it. And we dug out most of the chunk. We didn't dig it out fully. It's unfinished, sadly. And then we went back up from bedrock and back to Kino Space, where I finally visited the Skelly spawner for the first time, because I haven't been here yet, and we AFK'd there for a long while. To the point where you can literally see when I cut footage, you can see my levels go from 23 to 46. Then I finally got diamond tools. And then it was time to enchant. We got, and with the Pro, and with the Minecraft Pro next to me, giving me advice on what's good and what's not. Then we also split all the resources from the chunk that we dug up. I got good enough tools, while also misunderstanding what Kino meant by making a new shovel. I thought they meant make a new enchant. I didn't understand. After a few more silly things, we finally got good tools. And then I prioritized something very important. This is the important thing. Since we got diamonds from the chunk, I made full diamond armor. that's episode 4. Hope you enjoyed, blobs. Hope you enjoyed.